King Solomon's gift of wisdom. Once upon a time, in the land of Israel, there was a wise and kind king named Solomon. King Solomon loved God, and wanted to be a good king for the people of Israel. One night, God appeared to Solomon in a dream.
Ask for anything you want, and I will give it to you.
Solomon answered,
You have shown great kindness to your servant, my father David, because he was faithful to you, and righteous, and upright in heart. You have continued this great kindness to him, and have given him a son, to sit on his throne, this very day. Now, Lord my God, you have made your servant king in place of my father David. But I am only a little child, and do not know how to carry out my duties. Your servant is here, among the people you have chosen, a great people, too numerous to count or number. So give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people, and to distinguish between right and wrong. For who is able to govern this great people of yours?
The Lord was pleased that Solomon had asked for this. So God said to him,
Since you have asked for this, and not for long life, or wealth for yourself, nor have asked for the death of your enemies, but for discernment in administering justice, I will do what you have asked. I will give you a wise and discerning heart, so that there will never have been anyone like you, nor will there ever be. Moreover, I will give you what you have not asked for, both wealth and honor, so that, in your lifetime, you will have no equal among kings. And, if you walk in obedience to me, and keep my decrees and commands, as David your father did, I will give you a long life.
Then, Solomon awoke and he realized it had been a dream. Instead of asking for riches or a long life, Solomon asked for wisdom to make wise decisions and be a good king. God was very pleased with his humble request. God not only gave Solomon incredible wisdom, but also promised him great wealth and honor if he obeyed God's rules. One day, two women came to King Solomon with a problem. They both claimed to be the mother of a baby. One of them said,
Pardon me, my lord, this woman and I live in the same house, and I had a baby while she was there with me. The third day after my child was born, this woman also had a baby. We were alone. There was no one in the house but the two of us. During the night, this woman's son died because she lay on him. So she got up in the middle of the night and took my son from my side. While I, your servant, was asleep, she put him by her breast and put her dead son by my breast. The next morning, I got up to nurse my son, and he was dead. But when I looked at him closely in the morning light, I saw that it wasn't the son I had born.
No. The living one is my son. The dead one is yours.
But the first one insisted,
No, the dead one is yours, the living one is mine.
and so they argued before the king. The king said,
This one says, My son is alive and your son is dead, while that one says, No. Your son is dead and mine is alive.
Solomon had a clever idea to find out who the real mother was.
Bring me a sword.
So they brought a sword for the king. He then gave an order.
Cut the living child in two, and give half to one, and half to the other.
The woman whose son was alive was deeply moved out of love for her son, and said to the king,
Please, my lord, give her the living baby, don't kill him.
But the other said,
Neither I nor you shall have him. Cut him in two.
Then the king gave his ruling.
Give the living baby to the first woman. Do not kill him, she is his mother.
Solomon wisely declared her the true mother, and gave her the baby. The people were amazed at Solomon's wisdom, and news spread about the wise king throughout the land. When all Israel heard the verdict the king had given, they held the king in awe, because they saw that he had wisdom from God to administer justice. King Solomon's wisdom helped him make good choices for his people. He built a beautiful temple for worship and created peace in the land. People came from far away to see and hear about the wise king. And so, King Solomon became known as the wisest king who ever lived, all because he asked for wisdom to do what was right. The moral of the story of King Solomon's wisdom can be conveyed as: wisdom is a valuable treasure, and it is better to seek understanding and make wise choices than to pursue wealth or personal gain. The story teaches us the importance of humility, wise judgment, and putting the well-being of others before our own desires. The end.
Thank you. We will and see you the next video.